Hey watch fans, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers, and today I have for us the Seiko SRPL11, also known as the Mini, or we'll call it Baby Samurai. And I gotta tell you, I love the dimensions on this. Admittedly, a good friend of mine years ago had, I think, the Save the Ocean Blue Samurai. Always loved that watch, always loved seeing that on his wrist, and could just never wear it on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. So we'll get into how it wears here shortly, but the specs on this one. I measured 41.5 diagonally across the case above the crown guard. I did not measure the crown guard. I get a measurement on it. I can list that in the comments later, but 41.5 diagonally across the case, same measurement across that bezel, and then 31.5 from 9 to 3 or 3 to 9 across that Hardlex crystal. 12.6 millimeters thick, 49 millimeters lug tip to lug tip, and that is a pretty true lug tip to lug tip. Even though we have that male end link there, you can see that it doesn't really protrude at all, which is fantastic when it wears, or how it wears. We have a 20 millimeter lug width. That tapers to 18 over here at, or I'm sorry, 18 at this last link, and then back out to 20 millimeters at the fold over clasp. The same clasp you would expect on other Seiko divers. No on the fly micro. You do have some 4 holes there for adjustability within the clasp itself. Solid stainless steel case back. Underneath there, we're housing the 4R35 movement, 41 hours of power reserve. You have a unsigned. I keep saying that. You have an unsigned screw down crown, 200 meters of water resistance. I weighed this on the full bracelet, no links removed, at 171.4 grams. And retail on it is $575. Let's talk about some of the features that I just like the design cues, that I always have liked the design cues of these Samurai models. First, I love the knurling on the crown. It's one of the things I always notice. And then you also have similar type of knurling on around the bezel itself, which I just think is a great design cue. I love the shape of the case itself, the mid case, the angles here on the lugs. I'm a huge fan of the Samurai. Like I said, I've had friends that have owned these and have seen these in the larger case, and I have not been able to wear them comfortably on my, again, 6 3/4 inch wrist. But this one, and I will tell you, let me give you bezel action first too. Not too much back play. See if we get alignment. I'll take it. Looks pretty good there. Date window down there at the 430. I love that they went with the black date wheel instead of the white. I just think it fits better. Of course, color matching, always better, but I do like the black more than I would have a white window there. So again, I'm a fan of the Samurai. Let me throw it on wrist because I think that's what a lot of folks are going to want to see. And again, I've said it twice. I'll say it again. I get asked almost all the time. At 6 3/4 inch wrist, I actually would wear this. Again, the prior versions would be too much for me, but this one here, slimmed down a little bit, is not too overbearing in my opinion, and may have to give this one a consideration for future wear in my own collection. Again, this came out, it's been probably maybe a year. Somebody will correct me when it actually came out. We just got this is the first one we've had in stock. There's a black one too, which I believe is SRPL13, I think. But to my knowledge, there's only 2 of these, just the red and the black. And I gotta tell you, the red is great. You don't see a ton of red dials and bezels, and I think they did a really nice job. I'm gonna say it's a muted red. It's not an in-your-face red. It's kind of almost a red/maroon color that I just think looks really good. And this is actually probably my favorite out of the new Seiko inventory we just got into stock. So, as always, greatly appreciate you viewing. If there's anything we can do for you, anything at all, contact information's in the description. Try to get you a little bit of lume here. Still trying to figure out how I'm doing that, but you can see I gotta get tight just to get enough dark. Let me take this light off as well. So markers and handset look pretty good. Gang, I'm a fan of this one. My initial impression is I really like it, and glad to see the slimmed down size. So thanks again for viewing, and we'll see you in the next video.